of CIC Wealth. It's good to see you.
Yeah.
Good day for you to be here. Amazon, Apple, Microsoft, among your biggest holdings. These stocks are running again.
Yeah. And mega cap tech is the default trade once again. But I think specifically to the point you just made about Microsoft all-time high, Microsoft is becoming the new default safe haven trade. It used to be Apple, right? All last year, anytime the markets got rocky, everybody dumped into Apple. But with Apple revenue down, -1%, I think, last quarter, Microsoft up 13%. The new default trade is obviously becoming Microsoft.
Is this justified? Do you think the fact that this is where the money keeps going? These stocks keep getting pushed higher. In some cases, the valuations are moving back higher.
I think so.
Makes sense?
I think if you just consider the fact that Apple, I'll use specifically, and I'm beating up on them on purpose here. A lot of what Apple is talking about is past glory, right? It's the iPhone story. It's what they've done in the past. What Microsoft is talking about is what they're going to do in the future. And so I think when we consider how valuable these co-pilots could be, right, to enterprise clients, and again, Apple, I'll continue to pick on them here, everything they do is consumer facing for the most part. For Microsoft, it's enterprise clients. And so who's going to spend in a potential recession? Enterprises, not necessarily the consumer. And so when I have to find somebody who's going to be that lead horse in the race, it makes perfect sense that Microsoft, with the position they have with OpenAI, will be that lead dog.
You have been throwing some shade on Apple lately, have you not? I mean, with the idea that they need to further diversify themselves away from the iPhone, even though I feel like they've already done that with their services business and with the quality of their installed base, which I think you can make the argument that it's the most powerful in the history of certainly a technology company, a consumer-facing technology company at that.
Let me say first, I do appreciate Apple and its brand. It's got a very, very valuable brand. There's a ton of trust out there, especially with Gen Z and millennials. So they can break into a lot of different industries that most people can't. But separately from that, where we talk about services, one thing that's less reported in services revenue with Apple is the fact that they book something like $200 per handset sold as services revenue from each iPhone, because they think that the iMessage and other features built into the phone have some value, and that's just fancy accounting, right? So that 20 whatever percent the services is accounting for is partly iPhone once again, so they're double dipping in a way. And so I'm not knocking Apple in the sense that I don't think they can regain their stance as the true champion, but I definitely think near term, Microsoft is about to supplant them as the most valuable company.
Now, we made a lot of when you sold Alphabet, right? And then when we had an interview at Schwab Impact in the midst of a reasonably big pullback for tech, you were throwing some shade back at me for giving you grief about that. The moral of this story is that it's really hard to trade in and out of these names as they continue to prove. Do you regret getting out of Alphabet?
I don't. I think long term, there's no way Alphabet can participate in this AI wave that we're talking about, where Microsoft is going into enterprise with these co-pilots. Google's number one product, or Alphabet's number one product, is Google, and it's search, and that's 90+% of what they do. You have to cannibalize that business in order to lean into AI the way that Microsoft has leaned into AI, and I just don't see how that's possible.
Give me your view before I let you go, just where we are and overall on the market. Yes, it's being led by mega cap, but I mean, they're 44. We're over 4,400 now on the S&P. Who thought we'd be here but 10 days ago when we had a lot of issues in front of us? We sort of got over these hurdles, individually, and here we are. Where do we go from here?
There's a lot of catch-up trade happening. You got a lot of portfolio managers that missed out on the tech trade in the first couple quarters of the year, and so this is their opportunity to lock in some of those names and say, hey, I was here all along. But I think within the next 2 weeks, our knees start to buckle, because Jerome Powell has made it very clear that he intends to stay focused on CPI, stay focused on getting back to that 2% number. And I think the breadcrumbs that he's throwing out there lead to we might actually see another hike here. And if there is another hike, all the confidence we've been seeing the last few days in the markets goes out the window.
That's a big if, very big if. Malcolm, it's good to see you again.